place. We must find time to save the human race. Love, unity, and empathy has no place among the human race in this transition. When we live in love and harmony and show respect with unity, only love can set us free to fight injustice wherever it be. Just said the hungry must be fed, but man can't live by only bread. We have the future in our hands. Let's take the track to the promised land. Jamaica, Ethiopia, America, calling, Nyanyankopong, calling, Nyanyankopong, calling, Nyanyankopong, calling, from the middle of the graveyard to the center of the sea. Our ancestors, are you and me? We are the great ones. From the beginning of time, we have the heart, the soul, the body, and the mind. Calling, Nyanyankopong, calling, Nyanyankopong, calling, Nyanyankopong, calling. United we stand, divided we fall. All for one and one for all. Some never know themselves until them back against the wall. Jamaica, Haiti, Nyanyankopong a calling, Nyanyankopong, calling, Nyanyankopong, calling, Nyanyankopong, calling, praises to the great ones of our nation. Yeah. Oh yes, I say, united we stand, divided we fall. Yes. I want to say grand rising. Hope I'm not bouncing too heavy over the place, but grand rising and welcome to another edition of the native teachings. I saw Ambassador Michael here a while ago, but I don't know. It seems as if he has jumped out of the classroom. Let me just recognize my brother Nigel. Welcome back, Father. You look fresh. A lot of coconut water washed off your heart. Hope you're swimming in a river and then sitting there and eat some bread.
Yeah, man.
Eat some brush. You know what I mean? Feast upon the thing that we would think of as delicacy. So once again, Crystal, Kareem, and Danny from across the pond, thank you so much for being here. More brothers and sisters will join us. Right now, we have the pleasure of the man himself, High Chief Ambassador, hardworking High Chief Gary. I know that you're so spread all over the place, my brother. But thank you so much for tonight again to refresh us and keep us posted when it comes on to our unalienable rights in our health and wellness literature that we're doing for tonight. So without any further ado, I will pass it over to High Chief Gary right now to take the class to the next level. Welcome.
Welcome, family. Greetings. How's everybody tonight? Everybody's good?
Good.
Yes, family. Yes. As you know, and I will continue to drill down on this. Without a healthy nation physically, because we know mentally it ties and it goes hand in hand, and spiritually, we're not going to have a powerful nation. So it begins with our health and what we put in our mouth, because what we put in our mouth has consequence. And the consequence is not a bad thing. A consequence is neutral in its true form. It just depends on what your intention is, and that intention will create that particular outcome. That outcome can be good, it can be bad. But like I said, a healthy nation is a truly powerful nation. Yes, family. Yes, yes, yes. I am the Maroon High Chief representative here for Panama, and herbalist, food scientist, and former owner of Fine Physique's protein shake. Now, family, we are in this other segment now. We started with the cleansing phase. We are now in the replenishing phase. One of the difficulties the world, people in general find themselves is they will do a cleanse, if they do it right, it's another story. But after you cleanse, you need to replenish your system because you lost precious trace minerals. They have to be restored, restocked. Your system is depleted as well. So one of the things that we have found is that people oftentimes don't know what foods to eat, what herbs to use, what formulas to use. And those are important, very, very important things, because you want to be able to know those things, and not only know them, but you want to also build upon what you do learn. You learn some new things. So I'm going to teach you some very simple but very effective things that you can build on, because like I said, the information that you have here, we want to expand on it 1,000-fold over. And one of those important things to know, family, it is critical. You need to know melanin and its true value, and what melanin truly is. Melanin, or carbon. And tonight I have some video clips that is going to go into explaining it. There are so many ways to explain this. There are many ways to express, but the late great Dr. Laila Africa, one of the great master teachers, big up to him, Dr. Sebi, and some of these other great master teachers who have passed on, but has left incredible information for us, as well as my grandfather, Vidal Calendar. So we are going to go into, and this is something very important to know, melanin and what it really is, and the value of it. And it must be protected because it is a technology. After the videos, I'm going to ask some questions in regards to the melanin, and I have to first, let's go to our video and listen to the late great Dr. Laila Africa.
I appreciate the introduction. This evening, we're going to talk about something called melanin. It's what everyone is concerned about in the world. It's what they have a meeting about every 3 to 5 years. Germany, Italy, France, the US, they meet every 3 to 5 years and have a melanin convention and discuss the latest research in melanin. They have never invited a black scientist to that meeting in history. So we have had our own melanin conferences where we discuss this information involving melanin. Melanin is commonly associated with the pigment that causes your skin to be brown. So we figure that that's what melanin is about. But it's a little more than just the pigment that makes your skin brown. It's what we call a chemical key to life. The more melanin you have, the more civilized you are. The more melanin you have, the more psychic you are. The more melanin you have, the more information your brain can store. The more melanin you have, the faster the nerve transmissions are. The more melanin you have, the more sound you absorb in your ear, so you hear the full range of sound. No other race can do that. The more melanin you have, the more color you can absorb in your eyes. That's why your eyes are brown. You actually see the full color. You see this color, where white folks see a paler tan, because the more melanin you have, the more you can see what God has meant for you to see. The more melanin you have in your taste buds, the more you can taste the full flavor of the food. No other race can taste an apple like you can, because they can't absorb the full flavor, because you need melanin to absorb the full flavor of food. That's why we combine food differently from other races, because we actually can taste the food. That's because of the high amount of melanin we have, which we sometimes take for granted. Melanin is the chemical key to life. There is nothing else to study in science but melanin. We call it chemi, which means black. The people who study melanin particles call what they're studying, the science is called chemistry, what you call chemistry, the study of melanin particles that go around in an orbit, and we call them electrons, protons, solitons. Those are melanin particles. That's why we call it chemistry. And the country you come from is called Kemet, which some people call Egypt. There's nothing else to study but melanin. And if you study chemistry or heard of chemistry and haven't heard the word melanin, you have just been studying social science. You go into a classroom and you call it biology, but biology is the way melanin controls the cell. And we call that little melanin sitting in the cell the new sun, the nucleus. The new sun radiates information and tells the cell how to operate, how to think, how to digest. That's melanin. Biology is the study of melanin and how it communicates. There's nothing else to study if you're going into the living sciences. Melanin plays a part in your historical memory. The more melanin you have, the more you're connected to your ancestors. You can pull on thoughts that you didn't even know were there, because melanin gives you ancestral memory. That's based on melanin. That's how we classify races, based on their melanin content. It's not the quality of melanin in your skin we're talking about. Doesn't mean a light-skinned brother is less black than you are. We're talking about the melanins produced inside their body by the pineal gland. That's the melanin we measure. Every living thing has to have melanin. White people have it, but they have a lesser amount. And their melanin is different from your melanin. Their melanin has sulfur in the middle, and your melanin has selenium in the middle. There are two different types of melanin that could not biologically come down the same tree. That's physiologically impossible for a white person to evolve from a black person. It's two different melanins. That's why every scientist says that theory of evolution. We never say it's a fact. Never say it's the theory of evolution. It's not a fact. Theories are something you need to just get through the day. I have a theory that I'm going to be a millionaire. It helps me get through a day. But I don't know. I know it's not real. It's just a theory. And we use theories just to get through information in science. It just helps us to focus stuff. But we know they're not facts. So we never say the fact of evolution. It's a theory. It helps us focus our information, get through some research. That's all. And when we finish with the theory, we throw it away. But you pick it up and think it's a real thing. This is really a fact. No, it is not. Just stuff we make up to get through the day, keep us focused. The theory of evolution, the theory of the speed of light, the theory of gravity, the theory of this and that. They're all theories. Can't prove none of it. Theories. Listen, you know many of them, but you know few facts. And we're talking about the fact of melanin. We're not talking about theories right now. We know more about theories about science than we know about science. We say a theory. What comes around goes around. That's a theory. What goes up must come down. That light's up there. Why don't it fall down on the ground? You say what goes up must come down. Why don't that light fall down? What are you talking about? What goes up doesn't have to come down. That's a theory.
All right. Okay, I want to give a big shout out to again Shay, to the late great Dr. Laila Africa. He was assassinated, or I would say he was called back by the ancestors. Just when that COVID-19 came out, it was around that time he was assassinated, and several other great herbalists. If you get a chance, you can check out his book, Dr. Laila Africa. His book is called Nutricide, a great read, good stuff. But right there, he just gave you some excellent info on melanin. Now we can go deeper with melanin. Now, why do we talk so much about melanin? Because he just explained to you how important it is. Now, what a lot of us don't know is oil is melanin, gold is melanin, diamonds melanin. There are so many things. And just think, this is what we are. They could never splice our genes. The Draco-reptilians have tried in their laboratory. They could not be successful with it. Why? Because melanin eats photon light. So you need photon light in order to split that atom. It could not be done. But I want you to know how valuable melanin is. Melanin sells. Does anyone know how much melanin sells for? Anyone up in here on the stock market knows what is the cost for an ounce of melanin? Anybody want to take a guess?
In the region of 400 pounds a gram.
Yes. So basically, melanin sells for about $15,000 an ounce. $15,000 an ounce. That's more than gold. So the next question I must put to you, if it's so valuable, where are they getting this melanin from?
All the people they kill off.
All the people they're missing now.
Okay.
Placentas from the newborn.
Okay. Now, you see how this all ties back into our sovereignty.
Man, them are kidnapper people, man.
Exactly. So this is what the high priest, myself, and our government bodies tells you is when you do your notification, make sure you send a notification to the morgue so that you can take your family, your surviving members can take possession of your remains. So melanin family, your melanin is worth beyond its weight in gold. It is powerful. It is an instrument of power. It must be protected. How do you protect it? Well, with the nutrition, you want to eat preferably an alkaline nutrition, not diet. I like to use the word diet, an alkaline nutrition. Basically, foods that has a pH level of 7.1 or higher. 7.1 is the point of alkalinity. When it's a 7.0, that means it's neutral. So it's not not alkaline, but it's also not acid. It's right there in the border. Now, as you get into the 6.9, 6.8, the closer you get to 0 is the more toxic the food is and the more fast acting it is in terms of eating your cells. So let me throw out a few numbers here. Okay, like for example, like pineapple is like a 5.5. Pineapple is actually hybrid. It's not a creation of God. It's on the alkaline scale is a 5.5. Whereas garlic, oh my goodness, I burst some bubbles in here. I heard pop, 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 pop. Garlic is not alkaline. Garlic was made in Egypt 5,000 years ago. Garlic has an alkalinity of 3.2. Look how close that is to 0. So it's very fast acting. It's important to know these numbers in the food. I recommend you get an alkaline food tester, like I have one. And you can get a decent one for like $180, $200. So you can see the alkalinity in your food. It's very, very important. Now, one of the things in regards to protecting, like I said, your melanin, your precious melanin, your gift is with the foods that we eat, the alkaline foods. So built into this system, when we are replenishing, we're essentially helping to replenish our melanin. We're cleansing our system, clean our melanin, clean our bodies. So one of the big obstacles we always run into is that, okay, what type of food should I eat? Because we're now relearning things. So I have a couple of other videos here are some very foundational things to know. And these videos that are coming up, they are basic, they're foundational. So as I'm going to show them to you, big up to Ty's Conscious Kitchen. Ty's Conscious Kitchen is like it was like a protege of Dr. Sebi, and he has it down cooking alkaline foods. He's got it down pat, and he makes it easy. So I'm going to show you in this video how to make, I think this one is with the omelet. Very simple. So you want something to eat for your break in your fast? I'm going to show you how to make, this is the, go ahead, high priest. This is the omelet. It's going to have a nice, easy omelet recipe. I want you to watch this, and what you're going to do is, your goal is, I want you to expand on these recipes in 3 different ways. This is what part of your homework is going to be. So, high priest, you can go ahead and roll the tape.
Hi, welcome to Ty's Conscious Kitchen. Today I'm making alkaline hemp milk. And the items I'm using are on Dr. Sebi's nutritional guide. And they are spring water, hemp seed, sea salt, agave, and a teaspoon of coconut oil, and it gives it a richness to the milk. So we're about to start making it. I'm going to take 2 cups of spring water, 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds, a pinch of sea salt, which is about 1/8 of a teaspoon, 2 tablespoons of agave, and a teaspoon of coconut oil. Then we're going to blend it for about 2 minutes so it's real smooth. And what's nice about this, you don't have to strain it. So we're just going to put it on this Ninja on high for about 2 minutes. Now the hemp seed milk is done. So we're going to pour a little bit into the glass. It's pretty warm, so what you put it in the refrigerator and let it get nice and chilled. But now another option that I like to do is, so I get some fruit in my, extra serving of fruit, add strawberries to it for another option. And also the children love it because it's like strawberry milk. What I do, I put it in for probably 30 seconds or so. Now the strawberry milk is ready. There it is, alkaline hemp milk, plain, and also strawberry. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Now it can't be any easier than that. That's ABC right there. Right there. How much money did you save right there? And it tastes better than that silk soy or that almond milk you buy in the supermarket. Because when you buy that almond milk, look at the ingredients. What's one of the first things that you see in there?
Gum in it.
What?
I see gum in it.
Gum. Right. I thought gum was underneath the desk, in a classroom. What gum did I milk now? Too? Yeah. There's no gum. Look at that. It was what? 4 ingredients. And I'm telling you, it tastes really good. You should be making your own. That's also point of this class. So just think, right? You buy a bag of hemp seed, how much milk you can make out of that. And what you want to do, what you can do I recommend, make it in large amounts. It's the rest that you don't need. And take it out as you go, as you need more. That works for the entire family. So now the milk question has been solved. And trust me, it tastes so much better than what they sell in the store, and it's so very economical. You can also use walnut as well. It works very, very well for that. Now, the other reason why I point this out too is it's a foundation. You need to have your foundation. So what you're going to do is, part of your homework for next week, you are going to make this, you're going to make 3 different ways off of that recipe. 3 different things you're going to make off of it. And you're going to come back and share that with the rest of us. These are important things because I want that 3 to turn into 6, into 9, into so many different ways to where it becomes second nature. You don't even have to think about it. You can make it like that, have it in your fridge. You see that milk too? You can put it in a tray, ice tray, and take it out as you need it. But that's the foundation for many things in which you use milk, for those who still want to have milk. Very simple, very effective, very cost effective. Good brain food right there. Everybody got that? How
still
much
in
is a
the-
box? How much is a box of almond milk?
Yeah, that's gonna save you a pretty penny.
Big money. Yeah, man.
Right.
Big money. Right,
Really
son.
don't fool them. Me get the big one them for like about $5 and change, I think, a BGS. But on the regular, if you really go around and really try get it, almost a $7 and change feet, almost $8 and change feet at the
Eight,
regular store then.
8 plus tax for the almond milk. The coconut one.
Yep,
Look
yep.
You see? So there you go. And like I said, you can do that too with coconut too. None
I
of
use
us.
I make
Go ahead, I cheese.
I said I use coconut milk. Coconut
Okay.
milk.
Yes. That works just as well too. So guess what too, family? You can cross-pollinate them too.
Mix the coconut and the hemp seed. Yeah, I know. Double power.
You see? So you have all of those options. At some point, right? Down the road, our whole nation, all the questions said, boy, me miss my hamburger. Oh, guess what? The I Chief show you how to make how many different varieties of plant-based burger that tastes just as good, if not better, than the meat, but no negative effects. These are foundational things, family. Very important. They are critical. Okay. Now let's go to the next video, High Priest. If you can roll the tape. I like saying that. Roll the tape. All right.
Hi, welcome to Ty's Conscious Kitchen. Today I'm making alkaline veggie omelet. And the items I'm using are currently on Dr. Sabi's nutrition guide. And they are garbanzo bean flour, spring water, sweet basil, sea salt, onion powder, cayenne powder, and oregano. And the fillings we're going to use are tomatoes, red and white onions, mushrooms, and green peppers. So let's begin. What we're going to do is to make the base for the omelet is a 1/4 cup of garbanzo bean flour, a 1/3 cup of spring water. We're going to take a 1/4 teaspoon of each seasoning. So sweet basil, 1/4 of the sea salt, onion powder, cayenne, and the oregano. And then we're going to whisk it. And it's going to be very thin, almost like a batter. Oh, real soupy. So then what we're going to do is saute the vegetables and then build our omelet. Now we're going to prepare the omelet. We're going to put on the sauteed vegetables on a medium heat. Just add a little bit of oil, maybe like a teaspoon. Just a pinch of each vegetable, whichever one you want to add in your omelet. So a pinch of the onions, pinch of the mushrooms, pinch of tomatoes, the green peppers. There's a pinch of salt. We're going to lightly saute it. Now we got the vegetables lightly brown. And we're going to add the chickpea mixture. It actually looks like an omelet. And believe it or not, it tastes like an omelet.
Mm-hmm.
So you let it cook. Kind of like move it around a little bit. Make sure it doesn't stick. And it takes maybe like 3 or 4 minutes before you can try to flip it. The problem with this, sometimes you can flip it with no problem. it may become an omelet or it may become a scramble. So it just takes time to learn how to flip it just the right way. So you want to make sure you may add a little extra grapeseed oil for you to flip it. Make sure it moves around. I'm going to try to flip it. So hopefully it works out. Flip it over. Let it cook a little extra, a little longer. Now what I like to do is get the Brazil nut cheese. Add it to the middle of it. We're going to fold it over. Just like an omelet. There it is, alkaline veggie omelet. Looks delicious and tastes delicious. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.
That look delicious, man.
What?
That
Oh,
look delicious. I am hungry. I need that for my breakfast. I need that for my breakfast. Yeah, man, I make me hungry for too, man.
You remember when I picked it and I come through the door and you can smell Granny cooked on the saltfish and fried on the onions. Oh man, this is what you get with this recipe. Off the chin. So easy. But I want you to write this down. Grand evening, Ambassador Michael. Grand evening, coming at the right time. You know, Mike, just coming.
Me there a long time. I listen to no man. You just realize me there. God, don't know so me there, but God, I not say nothing. Me there, I listen long time, man.
You come with the boat land.
Yeah, the boat. Yeah, me come with my long belly, you know. Cause the boat land, so you know, so me have to come in same time. Yes, sir. I mean, I maroon signal. Hungry belly.
I love about
I love my food, brother.
Well,
Yeah,
love the
nutrition.
Yes, family. So family, that foundational recipe right there, you could run with that for the rest of your life. But your homework assignment, because like I said, we start with foundation and then we want to be able to expand on it. That's the name of the game. You're going to make this 3 other ways on top of what the foundation, what you saw there. So you can add things or subtract to it, but we got to stay in the alkaline category though. I want you to get this down because trust me, especially too, if you got family, you know, the kids are going to love this too. That's the best part about it. It's very versatile. It going that one there going to make you feel a little full, but the nice thing is the calories are low. That's the trick about it. It's vegetable, but trust me, you're gonna say, what? Where have I been when you try this recipe?
I just put them inside of the chat. I'm gonna put them inside the classroom also. So you could feel free to go and see exactly, watch it again if you want.
And some of you might say, boy, I used to say to people, you know, I used to be really hardcore on people when it comes to eating plant-based. I said, you still want to eat hamburger? I said, well, I got you want to, you know, Chief, can you teach me how to make veggie hamburger, blah, blah. So you still have the taste of hamburger. I said, okay, no. I learned from the messenger, the great Elijah Muhammad. He said we cannot cold turkey our people. So we learn alternative ways to do this thing. And the alternative way is actually viable and many times actually even better flavors. All about your flavors and your seasoning. But what you've got right there, you've got an amazing foundation to work with. So there's a lot of different ways you can go with that. And by the way, that recipe too is not just, that dish is not just, you know, you can eat for breakfast, you can eat it for lunch too, and you can also eat it for dinner too.
Have a lot of alkaline.
Yes, and it's alkaline. The chickpea flour. I mean, right there. That's bam, bam, bam. 1, 2, 3. So I want you guys to make that, and I want you to make that in 3 other versions of that, and share that with the rest of us. Now, when you make it, like I said, you can't go chew in no. I'm gonna chew some mayonnaise, or I'm gonna chew some so you know, I said some mayonnaise or some yogurt. No, the food has to be. It has to
What type of flour? The flour that we use was which one of flour?
is chickpea flour.
So what happened to
You
like
can use
spelt
spelt
flour and
flour.
rye flour?
You can use spelt too, but they say the chickpea flour,
Yeah.
it has a particular flavor that works perfectly with that to give you a very closer flavor of eggs.
What if me have the chickpea itself? You think if me grind it up,
Grind it out
grind
and
it up?
flour, sieve
All
it
right,
out.
me have a whole bag when me pick up this weekend here.
You see,
Yeah.
I tell you, I'm there
Me
innovators.
don't put it in some lentil and chickpea soup.
Yeah, man.
But me gonna use it, make that sitting there, that fritters thing that me just
Yeah,
come on the
man.
screen the quiet.
We're not going to the flitters yet. With the
Yeah.
flitters, that's coming soon.
Yeah, man. Me have to do some fritters and some of them omelette thing there, you know? Yeah.
Woo.
I don't
Yeah,
even like to use the word omelette either, cause the day night.
yeah. We're
Yeah.
just going
Yes, yes,
not
yes,
the
that's right. Not the yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yes.
amen, yes, sir. True,
Yes.
true.
So tomorrow we have something to look forward to tomorrow morning. Okay. Now in this next video, anybody have any questions on that amazing Hamlet? You know what? We can change the name. I call it Maroonlet.
Oh, shiggity, yo, I tell you.
What?
Well, it's the native creation, so you don't have to have a
Yes.
call.
Maroon vegetable.
May I tell you, because like I said, I know we got some talented chefs up in the group, and imagine
Yeah.
a plant-based restaurant, a maroon plant-based restaurant. It gone right this up.
Yep.
All right. So the next one, the next video that's coming up, family, is a very important one. We should all have a go-to shake, a foundational shake that we made that is alkaline. And the shake, what's great about making shakes, they are very effective. They go to the bloodstream faster, and you know, it's quick food. It's
So
quickly absorbable food.
me that thing for blend up one juice, I know, Chief Gary, with some sea moss and some papaya and mango. What do you think about that?
That will work too. That will work too. That will work too. But
Okay.
this one that I'm going to show you, this video is a foundational one, and this one, like I said, you can go 1,000 different ways. But what I want you to do, you're going to expand on this recipe 3 different ways. You're going to come back next week and share them with us. The 3 different ways that you expanded on this. Okay. High priest.
Yes.
Hi, welcome to Ty's Conscious Kitchen. Today I make alkaline electric banana milkshake. And the items I'm using are currently on Dr. Save's nutritional guide, and they are frozen baby bananas, ground clove, hemp milk, and agave. So let's begin. First, we're going to take some frozen baby bananas, put them in a blender. We're going to add some ground clove. We're going to add some hemp milk. Or you can add any other approved milks like walnut milk or coconut milk. and then some agave for sweetness, or you can add date syrup. Then we're just going to blend it until it's smooth like a milkshake. Now that the milkshake is done, you can also add other fruit to it, like strawberries or blueberries.
I'm gonna make some.
And there it is, Alkaline Electric Banana Milkshake.
Good
You can find this
God
recipe in my dessert
Almighty.
edition cookbook.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
looks delicious.
Man,
It-
we
And
are
it tastes delicious. So don't forget
we
to
are
like,
do
comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.
some of that.
All right.
Mm,
All right. Everybody just get a
mm,
mash up. All right.
mm,
Well, I am.
mm,
I had planned to come home and make a shake, so I am gonna have some sea
mm,
moss down there, some oatmeal, some supplement, nutriment, some
mm,
bit of turd, some
mm,
nut, with a turn it in there,
mm.
and some honey. Good to go.
Yes, yes, family. So you see that you see how quick and how easy that is. It's not that we can't come up with it's just like I said, I'm just reminding you, that you see that one there, that one is another foundational one. There's 1,000 ways you can go with that. You're gonna make 3 versions of that. Now the bananas that the banana I'm use burro. Try to use alkaline banana, burro banana, or look a finger one them. If you can't, then I guess go with the regular banana. You gotta do what you can. But I want you, if you're gonna go off the path of the alkalinity, don't go too far out in the water where you can't see the land no more. I mean, you've gone too far. Now I'm gonna give you a little tip here for flavoring, because we live for flavor. Flavor enhancer, sea salt. Believe it or not, bring up flavors in the shakes. I use a sea salt. And in fact, stay right there. I'm going to show you something.
Yep. Can't wait to go make the shake, my lord. John, area up to the time.
I was distracted. All I saw was banana. What
Uh,
else went in that?
I'll play it again. While he's getting that, let me drop it one more time.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate love.
Of course. Alrighty.
Hi, welcome to Ty's Conscious Kitchen. Today I make alkaline electric banana milkshake. And the items I use are currently on Dr. Save's nutritional guide, and they are frozen baby bananas, ground clove, hemp milk, and agave. So let's begin. First, we're going to take some frozen baby bananas. Hi, welcome to Ty's Conscious Kitchen. Today I make alkaline electric banana milkshake. And the items I use are currently on Dr. Save's nutritional guide, and they are frozen baby bananas, ground clove, hemp milk, and agave. So let's begin. First, we're going to take some frozen baby bananas, put them in a blender. We're going to add some ground clove. We're going to add some hemp milk. Or you can add any other approved milks like walnut milk or coconut milk. And then some agave for sweetness, or you can add date syrup. Then we're just going to blend it until it's smooth like a milkshake. Now that the milkshake is done, you can also add other fruit to it, like strawberries or blueberries. And there it is, alkaline electric banana milkshake. You can find this recipe in my dessert edition cookbook.
It can't get any easier than that. It can't get any easier. A little caution though, family, I need to make you aware of, right? You don't want to drink that shake before you go to bed.
Have a
And
lot of
keep,
bowel movements.
yeah, not to mention, the calories. But like I said, they're good calories, but that's not something you want to drink though before you go to bed. And you don't have to put as much banana. You can put less banana and other things, But I'm telling you, you should have a shake. You should have at least 5 to 10 shake recipes that you can make. Now, one thing was not mentioned. Another thing was not mentioned was what happens if he froze that, put that in the freezer.
Ice
Get
cream.
sweeter or ice cream.
It can't get any easier than that. That's banana ice cream.
Yep.
You
Worse
can
if you
put
put a bit of peanuts in that and let it freeze. My God.
not so much the peanuts because the peanuts, peanuts is acid, but you can use
Yeah,
walnut.
the
You
Well,
can use
peanuts is the lowest form of nut around. Very
cashew.
bad.
You can use the cashew. You can use the walnut,
yes.
and you can even use almond too.
Oh
And
yeah.
if you want a like almond flavor, you can put a smoked almond. But I just want to let you know, a smoked almond is carcinogenic. But once in a while, if you want to make some ice cream,
Mm.
you can. Yeah. So there's a lot of ways to go with that. So that's your foundation too, for like I said, to make ice cream. Now, like I said, these are my foundational flavor enhancers to change the whole dynamic of the shake. There's 1,001 ways to go with it. Okay, so we start with this is sea salt. This is the big piece of sea salt. We
What's the
got it.
difference? What's the difference between salt and table salt?
Table salt is iodized. It's been processed. This,
Okay.
this comes straight from the sea. This has an iodine in it. This has all of Mother Nature's thing in it. The salt. Okay.
I learned something some years ago from a naturopathic doctor, um, and he had written a book too, and mentioned it in that book. But he was saying that the residue that comes from refining crude oil, it's a toxin. If you was to just take it and dump it, it's like a clear liquid. And if you was to take it and dump it wherever, it would pretty much kill the earth wherever, or the ocean or whatever. So what they have done is, I don't know how to get the salty flavor in it, but a portion of that is what we consume. I think that's why we have so many vending machine with salty products, is and that's what they refer to as table salt. Yeah, that they use in most of these products.
Yeah, the table salt is of course is much cheaper because there's really nothing in it, and it says so too on the package. It says this does not contain iodine, one of the necessary ingredients, but this baby has all of that in it. So it's just sea salt. By the way, anybody here Himalayan salt? Himalayan salt is the part of the remains of those Nephilims that they find in those caves in Kandahar up in Afghanistan. That salt, that pink color, that's a part of their blood, their DNA.
Yeah, I saw a visual of that.
A little FYI.
Yeah, I saw a visual of that. It's not cool.
Yeah. So they dump them. I said, listen, nah, man, you can't use it for no salt. You're mad. I'm gonna salt you now. so, so we got our sea salt. Excellent. Salt is a good flavor enhancer. It doesn't sound right, does it? Like salt, we have toxin. No, it's a good flavor to bring up flavors. But you don't want to, again, you don't want to dominate it, but just enough to bring up the flavor. Next is cinnamon. Cinnamon powder. This is another one of the foundational flavor enhancers to my shake. And then, of course, we have clove powder. See, clove. I want to eat a lot of cloves and different things, but I love it in my shake. And nutmeg. Nutmeg is not alkaline, but nutmeg. And then we have one of my all-time favorite. These are cacao beans, organic cacao beans. Powerful off-the-chain antioxidant. That's where I get my chocolate flavor from. Naturally, this is raw and straight from the source, from organic source. And that's where I make, like, sometimes I want to make a chocolate shake. Sometimes I just want to have the flavor of it in there, not to dominate it. So I make a lot. I put a lot in there. Sometimes I put just a little bit. There's always some in my shake. So that way, I got my flavor, my base all set with my flavors, as well as this is excellent for building stem cells. Powerful antioxidant, cacao beans. This is where you make chocolate from. This is where they make chocolate from. This is pure chocolate. So I blend it out. I turn it into powder. So as well. But sometimes just throw it in the blender. It'll liquid out and gives amazing creamy flavor. And the nice thing is, you never know. You see, the milk that we use, after we use the water. So those, and then for sweeteners, of course, we have agave, we have honey, we have monk fruit sugar, we have coconut sugar, we have date sugar, and raspaduro. They call it raspaduro. It's like the it's from the cane. It hasn't gone through all the process. All the stuff is still in there. So those are your sweeteners. But these are your flavor enhancers, family, to make your shake or your ice cream. I promise you, if you have those in your base to make your shakes, you're gone. So we add this in that banana shake, it's done this up. It's over. It's a wrap. So these are very important things to know, because again,
those two again, high chief Gary.
What was that? Repeat that again, Karim.
I said, what was those two? Sea salt and what?
Sea salt. We got sea salt, cinnamon powder, clove, nutmeg. Nutmeg is not alkaline, but it's just, I just put just a little, and our cacao beans or cacao powder. With that, you can go 1,000 different ways. You can make your chocolate ice cream. You could have a little flavor of that cacao in your, but with those, your thing is always going to be rich. Come again? Karim, come in.
Yeah, so you said cinnamon powder, cacao powder, sea salt, and what was the last one?
Clove,
Clove
nutmeg.
and nutmeg powder.
Got it.
Oh, one last thing. Forgot to mention, sorry. Vanilla extract. How could I forget? Vanilla right now the cover, yeah. The vanilla extract. You drop that in any of your shakes, it's over. You should have, like I said, several recipes of shake, and I recommend you should have a shake daily in your daily food rotation. It's It's quick, it's convenient, it goes to your system faster, and it's just very user friendly. So, make a shake, take it to work with you. So you have your foundational banana shake. And by default, you also know how to make ice cream. So for this week's assignment, you're going to make 3 versions of that banana shake. And I want to know the recipes that you use, but we got to try to stay alkaline. Because we don't just talk it, we have to put it in practice. So that way we know, and it becomes second nature in our brain. And why does it need to become second nature? Because let's say, for example, right? Let's say you go on vacation. This is where people run into trouble too. This is, Chief, I have a problem, eating this or that. Okay, but well, if it's ingrained in your head, right, of like these practices, like what we are doing with these types of foods, you will know and say, listen, man, I'm going to this restaurant and they got, it's greasy, it's Denny's or whatever. Okay, all right, ask them. Got a little feed. Somebody wants to say something? Okay. You might be in a place where, okay, maybe the best foods are not available to you, but at least if you have these foundational things in the back of your head, you can ask them. They say, listen, what type of fruits and vegetables do you have available? Okay, you have this type of fruit, this type of fruit. Okay, can you make me a fruit salad then with that? Okay, I have this type of vegetable. Okay, can you make me this type of salad with that? So this is why it has to become ingrained in your head that you know to be able to be dynamic, no matter where you go, that you can employ these different practices and not miss a beat with your nutrition. Because I hate when people go on vacation, they come back, I cheat, and everything. I'm not saying not to have a good time, but you also need to be responsible.
Excuse me, Chief. The last time that I did something like that and I went on a cruise, I definitely couldn't get anything to eat. So I had to talk to a couple of supervisors, get introduced to the chef, and ask the chef to prepare certain meals for me so that I could eat, because I don't eat all of that meat and stuff that they got there. And he actually was able to whip up some vegetarian stuff for me. But you have to let them know ahead of time that this is what I'm figuring out. And the best bet for like the omelet, I would think your best bet is carry that garbanzo flour, because they're not gonna have it. But the rest of the recipes, they would have everything else. That sea salt is like the main 2 things I think you should always carry wherever you go, as a backup when you go on vacation. Another thing I do is if I'm going somewhere to stay, I try not to get a hotel, an Airbnb per se, so I have access to utensils to do what I want to do, not go out every minute for them to cook for me, because I'm not going to find what I want.
Yes, excellent points there, brother Karim. Yeah, these are important things, family. Like I said, you want to have a good time when you go on vacation, but this won't break your pride. But by having this become second nature in your brain, it will make it so you won't even have to think about it. You won't miss a beat. You have to put it into practice. So we got to have in our arsenal when we are replenishing, but also too in our daily life practice, we need to have a shake. We need to have We need to know how to make these shakes, and of course, make them taste good. Now you got your eggs. Oh, you know what? I missed my eggs. I got it. I got you covered now. I got you covered with your egg recipes now. You know, so you can get some rye bread if you want, and you can put that in between that bread, and you got yourself an egg sandwich.
That's what we keep in the house, right? Bread.
Yeah, that's story for another day. You see, and then our milk, because some of you have kids. Okay, kids want milk. Bam, there you go. So family, it's all about knowledge, and it's all about putting that knowledge into practice. So we got our milk out of the way, and we got our omelet out of the way, and we got our shake out of the way, and we know what the true value of melanin is. It's basically you. Now we know what that is. Now we know what the value is. Now we got to put that in practice. Let food you should be eating food and not the food eating you. Any questions? Ambassador Michael, is that the blender here in the background?
You know, sir. I go through the storage. I look for see wine and ingredient box. As you there talk, because you get me in a mad scientist mode, you know. Where me start going at the food science, you know. Like I want to go blend up some things, you know.
Yeah, man.
Because I don't know, brother. This class does have my appetite open. You understand? Yeah. This class. But I hear you mention about the garlic. But I started to use recently some oregano to substitute it for the antibiotic properties from it.
Yes.
So I use the oregano.
Yes, but family, I want to tell you something though. I just want to, I want to put it out there in regards to knowing. You know, like I said, it's all about knowing. You see, with the garlic, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't completely dash it away. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these hybrid substances can be used for other things. So I don't necessarily throw out the baby with the bathwater. You know, like for example, aloe vera is also hybrid. That's why you use the nopal cactus instead. But we can use the aloe vera for make conditioner. We can make mask with it. So it has application. We don't throw it away. The garlic. Now, the garlic is one of the best when it comes to breaking up plaque, especially too in the arteries. It's one of the best. It works quick. Very, very quick. Because it has an acid in there called the acid of alim. If you rub garlic on a knife and you cut somebody with it, that cut will never heal. You put garlic on a rub it on a bullet and you shoot someone in the leg, it won't stop bleeding. Now,
but you have to make sure you're getting the good garlic, because most of the garlic, especially that comes from China, they're bleaching it. So the garlic you want to get, it has a little purple coloring to it on the outside. That's the good garlic.
Yeah, and it has some fruiting on it too.
Yeah. So if I get a patient and the patient has, bad clogged arteries, I'm gonna throw some garlic in there. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use it for a period of time, because you see the garlic, right? What happens is, because of that acid of alim, it eats away. It will open up the arteries, but it will eat away at the membrane. So the membrane will get bigger. But like I said, somebody's got blockage that's really bad. I'll throw some in there for a few treatments, but not something continually. So I'm getting a little trade. I don't throw it away completely. So some of these things, like I said, we'll use it in the right way or make it work for you without it giving you that negative effect. You know, so yeah, so I just want to let you know that I know some of you up here loving a garlic bread.
Hi, Chief. Hi, Chief Gary. What about artichoke?
Artichoke.
Doesn't that open up well, if because from what I remember, if you use the leaves of the artichoke and boil it and drink it as a tea, it opens your veins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I said. Like I said, you know, I don't throw the baby out, you know, in the bathwater, because like I said, all right, there's a lot of things we can't use it for, but there's a few things, if I use it just on a very short term, quick hit, I can get some really good results out of it. So yeah, a long time I need the artichoke, you know. It's funny, I might have to go get one, you know, but have to cook it the right way, you know what I say. So yeah. Now, family, Ty's Conscious Kitchen, that good brother Ty Conscious is one of the few brothers that can give me a run for my money when it comes to cooking, because I used to do personal chef too as part of my business, because I realized people needed the convenience and they needed flavor, they need good food. I used to do that as part of my my business. I still do it on a very limited basis when people come out to my healing retreat here in the house. I do it on a limited basis, certain soups, but because the cooking is so time consuming. But Ty's Conscious Kitchen, he has it down. I give this brother's props. He takes all the guesswork out for it, so we got no more excuse. There's some other people around that got some good stuff, who got some good recipes out there. But the name of the game after these weeks coming up. Go ahead.
You know, one of the Dr. Iris Latam.
Dr. Eric, yes, another one.
Dr.
Yeah.
Iris Latam, my teacher, brother. He was one of my teachers. Bad boy, bad Rasta man.
Yes. Big up Dr. Iris. He's a local. He's a local from here too. Yeah. So we got great master teachers like this out there with good stuff. So family, after a while, like I said, our nation, we should be able to come roll up into our nation and say, you know what? We have this restaurant, we have that restaurant go to, and no matter which one we go to, we're gonna get the highest quality in terms of the naturalness of the food, the flavor, how it cooks. Because I know we got some good chefs up here who can employ some recipes and turn this into a multi-billion-dollar business. Because even with pate tuna, we're gonna go there with pate too. That's right. You heard me. We're gonna go there with this. So you're gonna say, "Boy, that's a stretch, I Chief." Yes, but they actually have
No,
some.
it's not that stretch. It's not that stretch. I don't think so. Cause you already have Callaloo party. We just have to switch the door on it.
There you go. Yes. So all of those things that are really, really important to know. So when we know we got a substitute for all of that, we are winning all the way. I just made some French fries over the weekend, out of the burro bananas. So easy.
Why want to call it French fry, my lad? There's nothing French about it.
Maroon fries.
That's a racist terminology, but French fry. No.
Just call them
French kiss too. I'm French kiss too. I'm French kiss too.
Yo, stop giving a copyright royalty to the
People want that, even that they want copyright, a kiss. Can you imagine that? Why them people out there?
French kiss. But brothers and sisters, I do have my fatherly obligations, as do much of us. I know Crystal have an offspring. I know several of Nigel have an offspring too, and all of these things. So we will adjourn tonight's meeting, but I'll leave the compound open. The security dogs are on the compound, just to let you know. You can hang with the teachers. but do it at your own discretion because the front gate are gonna lock. So if you have a find a hole in the fence to come up and the compound,
Yes, could you drop
so
that
I'm
recipe
good.
in the chat, please, sir? In our chat.
What was
Well,
that?
I put the link to all the videos that was played tonight
In the chat.
inside the
Okay.
classroom,
Awesome.
so you can
Thank
take
you.
your own diligent time and go through it. Remember, everything that we discussed here is posted in the classroom for further analogy. You know, you can look on it and dissect it. And as the teacher said, we will be asking you to be creative with these recipes. As we granularly say, take your hand and turn fashion. Take your hand and turn fashion. See it? So
But
until
there,
tomorrow.
look for me alkaline tester online to buy.
Yes,
All right,
family.
I'm coming out. I'm coming off the live, but of course we're still gonna be in the class. All right,
So remember,
we
family,
shall be.
we shall be. Protect your melanin.
Calling. We shall have
We
it.
shall.
Because
We
it's
shall.
Calling. Calling.
later.